I purchased a new Bosch Palm Router. Let's review it. As part of my cabinet building project here, I had to go get a new Palm Router. Link is in the description. We're gonna open it. This router had pretty good reviews. Basically, it's going to be used for very small detailing, flush trimming, stuff like that. So, I'm unboxing this. It is the Bosch PR20EVS 1 horsepower variable speed palm router. It's always a good sign when it actually comes with real tools instead of just stamped metal tools. Though some stamped metal tools can be pretty good too, so looks like they took some time to ensure that it was well packaged so that it would not get damaged in any sort of shipping or anything. It has looks like acrylic base, so you can see through, looks really nice. It has an aluminum base. I chose to get this one over some of them that just have the clear acrylic base. I figure over time that'll wear down and it's going to get messed up anyway, and then you won't be able to see through it. So I wanted one with a nice aluminum base. Didn't want to take the risk of anything breaking, and this will make great for basically using for small stuff. It feels very comfortable in my hand, for my size hand, to be able to just run through here and rip through stuff. It's got a variable speed. Box says 16,000 to 35,000 RPM. We'll see how well this thing works. Basically what I'm going to do is I will use this for flush trimming this large divider it's on. I put a edge band right here on, so this edge is finished as opposed to just raw plywood, because there's a lip right here, so I want to flush trim it off versus belt sanding it, because if you belt sand it you can eat too much of this veneer away and then you'll have raw wood showing, or the substrate underneath the veneer. We'll see how this works. It is a little smaller than some of the other machines in comparison. It's only a 1 horse as opposed to, I believe, some others are 1 1/4, maybe even 1 1/2, but that's pretty decent, I guess. Looks like it has a micro adjustment right here. We'll look at the manual here in a little bit. So micro adjustment here, looks like it's 1 turn equals 1.25 millimeters or 3/64 of an inch. That's a pretty fine turn. It's got millimeters or metric on this side with centimeters and millimeters, and it's got standard over here with 1/2 inch marks. The on-off switch is very convenient to gripping, so you can grip this thing, flip it on and off. Variable speed control up here, and it looks like it has a great long cord. It even has a magnet on the end of it to help filter stuff. So yeah, we'll see how this works here. It comes with a Bosch product registration card. Various information on how to register. It looks like fill this out, send it in, or possibly you can register online. Of course, the typical warning and cautionary stuff. The user manual, written in several languages, so it's not too hard, pretty straightforward. And it comes with these two forged open-ended wrenches. Looks like a 17 millimeter, I would guess, is what this 17 is right here, and then a 10 millimeter one right here. Comes with a quick release right here to adjust it. Give it a little bit of a turn, slide it up to however far you want it for the depth, and turn it back and then lock it. Seems to have little catches like that, so you can pull it off. So here's the fine thread adjustment screw area here. So let me go ahead and get a router bit in this, and we'll see how this works. Collet was just barely snug on there, so that's nice. I'm going to put my 1/2 inch flush trim bit in here, and then I'm going to tighten this up. I'm going to put this back on carefully. It's got white, looks like white grease here. I imagine this is why it has a little bit of a turn when you put it on and take it off, because it disengages the fine thread. Although it seems to go off a lot easier than it goes on, but there's a little channel here and there's a little pin in here. So you actually have to turn it around like that, lock it in, and then it slides down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this so it's the right height for trimming off this edge piece right here. If you see here, I've got the cutter on the bit here just below the surface of the glued board, so that when I come through here, it's just going to barely miss the plywood. Here I am running the router down through here. It's doing a pretty good job. It's skipping every now and again because I didn't get all the glue off where it's going. Actually does a pretty good job here, making this nice and smooth and flush. I didn't tear into any of my plywood, which is good. I flipped the board over and did the other side with a quick pass also. This little router did fairly well considering I'm taking off 3/4 inch thick material. A little bit of sanding and this will be good as new. But yeah, it did a really nice job. Really nice investment to get this flush trimmed up really good. So overall, this Bosch Palm Router works really great. I have no complaints so far. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.